Let's talk about makeup for hooded eyes, particularly eyes that are hooded with age. This eye, I've already got some color on, and if you compare it to this eye, you can really see how this hood is like flapping down, whereas this eye looks a little bit lifted, and that is all done with color. So the first thing you want to do is lay down a very light highlight just under your brow and all over your lid. So I'm using an A501 lid shader to get that light matte, sort of a vanilla color all over my lid and just under my brow. That leaves quite a bit of area that I have not put any color on yet. And that's where we're going to focus on pushing back. Now I'm going to push back that hood with a mid-tone. This is another matte, sort of a medium brown shade. And I'm filling in that area, but I'm going to start by creating a crease higher than my natural crease. My natural crease is way down here, and the hood is covering that. So I want to create a crease, and I'm going to start just below my brow and bring it in toward my nose in sort of a sweeping motion like this. So even though my real crease is down lower, I'm making a pretend crease right here, and it just so happens to be right along that hood. After you've laid that down, you're going to see an area that doesn't have any color yet, so you want to fill that in. You don't even have to dip back into that color. You can just use the residual product on your brush, so that at this point, your whole eye should be covered either with the highlight or the midtone. This is the A502 crease shader. Now we need to get a little more definition in here, a little, push it back a little more, so to speak. So I'm adding a darker shade. I'm adding this dark brown right here, pretty much in just that very outer part of the crease, and then down toward my lash line. And this, you're keeping your eye open, you're looking at yourself, and you're kind of using your judgment how much product you want to deposit, how deep you want to go. I just like there to be, I feel like there's more lift if this is a little deeper than how we started out. So I've got it, like I said, just in this outer bit of the crease, down toward my lashes. And then I do bring it onto my lid. I don't add more product to the brush. Again, I'm just sort of brushing it toward my lid. My eyes also droop here and here. And so instead of leaving the really, really light white on those two sides, I like to bring some color in there so that the white is really in the center. So by the way, I was using the A504, it's a definer brush. And now I'm going back to A502 and blending that all out. It's all about precise placement and then blending so that you soften the edges. An optional step is to add some shimmer right in the center of that mobile lid. This is the A505 shimmer brush. It's a stiff brush, something similar to what you would use to lay down liquid or cream eyeshadow or concealer. And so it's just getting it just the right spot there. So hopefully you can already see how this darker color is starting to push back that hood. If it's not as intense as the other side, then you just keep layering the color until you feel like it matches. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to line my top lid with the darkest shade in the palette, this really dark chocolate brown. And then I'm going to line my bottom lid with a little bit of shimmer mixed with the medium brown. You can wet your liner brush if you want a more precise, more dramatic placement. This, I'm just using it dry, and I'm just using a really skinny liner brush and just trying to get it as close to my lashes as I can. And then, like I said, I'm going to pick up some of the shimmer, some of that mid-tone, and go underneath. I'm going to add some lashes, just the top. So can you see how that has helped push back that heavy hood? And it's not super dark or dramatic. It's really a pretty simple simple makeup process. So if you found this helpful, be sure to like it, but more importantly, save it so that you can refer back to it the next time you are figuring out how to apply your eyeshadow for your hooded eyes. I'm going to be going into much more detail on my blog this week, which drops Friday morning at 10. So be sure you're following me so you get notified when that happens.